Don't claim your compensation in-game yet. Oh, I already did. I shouldn't have done that. You might have already done it as well. But there is also some other things as well in-game to consider. Why are we talking about holding on to glory, loyalty, not loyalty, glory, sorry. What's the importance of that? Also spending Radiance. That is also incredibly important because there is going to be a Radiance and Glory Store update dropping next week for the store. In Kabam's message, which they did advise us on, and I did skip past it and read it, they said, please note that amongst these resources there is Glory, which could have a time-sensitive consideration as the Glory Store will be receiving facelift on October 8th. Managing your inventory and needs manage it appropriately. Okay, so make your own decisions about like how you're spending your glory. And of course Radiance is important, but let's face it, Radiance is more of like a thing, because I've talked about like hoarding Radiance, and you can see I've got 421,000, but I do have a cap of 600k, but I do have plans to maybe strip out a little bit of that for something spent on a mastery point. That's probably the only thing I'd probably be interested in getting, is a mastery point up, but that's not important. But what is important is how Kabam are going to be shaping that. So yes, quickly and right off the very bat of this video, be careful on your volumes of things. So if you are in game, where is it? Where's here? This is the image that I want. You are in an alliance quest. What is it called? Cycle. We're in a cycle at the moment. We've got 4 more days, so that would be today. Well, no, today. We'll say when I'm recording. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday when you get your payout. So you can hold your rewards on that Monday payout. But again, if you're accepting that, you're accepting your compensation and as well accepting your things right here. So your objectives, hold off on this. Don't claim it yet. Have it just there cycling through. Because let's face it, 5k is a bit much. I don't know the costs, and that's another thing to consider, like the costs of the Glory Store. So when Kabam update the Glory Store, which is going to be these right here, this is going to probably have a higher cost for the tier 7 basic fragments. They haven't said about any kind of lowered item. Well, they said decreased cost, so there could be some decreased cost. They haven't actually specified what is exactly changing, so maybe we'll find out that going into next week. But in terms of looking at the store itself, if there is massive reduction and new additions to certain different types of progressions, prestige bumping is going to be such a huge importance to players. Tier 4 alloy is tier 4 basic alloy is not in this store. Okay. Tier 3 alloy is, but will it be a lower cost? Does it specify the cost? No, that doesn't, because I've bought it all. But the cost should go down depending on progression and what will be added for different players. I'm hoping Kabam break it down a bit more, but that's not there yet. The tier 3 alloy, class alloy, is going to be an interesting addition because that is going to be important for StatCast bumping. Prestige, it's all about prestige bumping. I think for lower rank up materials, it's handy, say if you want to like rank up a 2-star, 1-star, maybe 3-star, but I think it's 1 and 2 stars, but could be lower end of the 3 stars, then that's going to be important, but it's more so important for prestige bumping. I'm probably going to do like an updated video on kind of like upping your prestige. I'm also going to like endeavor to do some work myself over my break, because I am taking a small break between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I'm back Wednesday. So I'm taking a little bit of a break away. In terms of the Radiance side of things, I've said before about hoarding Radiance to a degree. That degree is like you don't want to exceed 600k. I'm sure Kabam will increase the cap at some stage, but for the time being, they're not. But there's definitely been depreciation in the cost of things, and tier 7 basic is definitely going to be amongst them. So in game, the things are changing is that tier 7 basic, which currently, as we see, sits at 125k, is now going to be taken down to 100k per purchase, which is pretty good, right? Saving 25k won't be felt initially, but it definitely is felt like it's getting 5 for the price of 4. If you get that logic, 5 tier 7 basics for the price of 4 in its current state. Give or take the 250 there, so it's because it's like, well, you do have to, it does ramp up, of course, the more you buy. So we'll go theoretically 5 for the price of 4, but to be honest, it'd be something ridiculous like 4.5 for the price of 4.1. I'm not going to argue the semantics of it, but you know what I mean with how it kind of like things break down with the actuals. Don't go too literal. Don't take it completely literal with it. Anyway, 7-star signature stones is another massive thing. It's all about prestige bumping. Tier 7 basics reduced down from 5 to 4, which makes sense. Look, you're gonna buy like because it's I assume the command are referring to the +5s. So if you buy, let's say, if I buy 10, it's going to cost 70,250. Now, will that be a lot less? Maybe it'd be something like, I don't know, we're stripping out 1k per piece or in or around there. So yeah, it's going to be like, what, less than, maybe about 60k, 60 to 61k. There's some stripping outs. There's some savings there. Is it huge savings? No, it's not. Is it something? Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we've got to take whatever command we're going to do when it comes to reducing down the cost. I'm more interested with the tier 7 basic. I'm glad they're putting it in now, but we are coming to a point in game over the cycle of the year, and we'll be here, same position next year. Command, I'm calling it now. Command will put in tier 5 alpha, or maybe some fragments of tier 5 alpha. You'll get Soddle, which is a UK phrase for not a lot, by the end of the year, 2025. And then by 2026, you'll see a little bit more than you did in 2025. And that's how the game rolls. Like, it's just copy paste with each individual year with how stuff rolls out. Unless Kabam put in some other stuff, which, well, look, that could be scary what Kabam could put in. We've been here before where Kabam were like, hey, we got a good idea. Yeah, it didn't work out for you last time. I don't think it'll work out for you now, but maybe it will. So yeah, that's kind of like a few points there on Radiance, the update, and the other one, which is the Glory Store. Again, just kind of like go over a particular topic and emphasis. It's the tier 3 class alloy crystal, which is going to be very important, basically because it's ramping up these bad boys right here. It's the 7-star stat cast. This is going to be so important, and I am slightly concerned. I don't know why I went a bit kind of like Italian, that people might kind of load into it with 3. You need 3 of those tier 3 class alloys to go into it. I think a lot of players are going to be quite interested with that. And this is something that I think might be interesting to look at. And Kabam were very clever here because we did not miss off this, but this is yes, you can get true ones, true tier 3 class alloys to bump your prestige, bump your stat cast, a true one in Radiance. But the one in the Glory Store is 25%. This will likely be you don't have any, it's no selector. I'm going to say it now, if it's no selector, you'll have a hard time with it. But if you are on a weekly basis, grabbing the 25%, at least you save your Radiance back by opening up, say, over the course of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 of those crystals, those class alloy crystals there. I assume they're class alloy crystals, but if they're not, then at least you can choose to select. Well, I think it's select, isn't it? Is it not select? I could have got that wrong. I know it is a crystal. Okay, so at least you can go, it's a chance. It was even worse. It's all RNG. So there you go. There's a bit of RNG with that one. I was hoping you could select, but I completely didn't. I messed off that crystal. It's all chance. So you may get something you want, you may not. You may have to wait to things like Cyber Weekend deals in order to select the tier 3 class alloy or select the fragments to then get it guaranteed. But apart from that, it doesn't need to be anything that's too substantial. There will be some kind of currency changes. Of course there will be. And then we can just go, oh, is this good value or not? And see whether or not how you're looking to bump your prestige Tier 4 basic alloy, very important for the glory store to grab, and some other stuff as well, especially the fragments. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the buff and improvements, and where are you looking to spend to grab prestige bumps? Are these things going to benefit you? Are you looking for more decreased costs and, of course, increased quantities? And what will that really kind of like benefit? And will it be better? We'll have to find out next week when it goes live. And Kabam needs to reveal the details so we can just get prepared. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.